back to the Hot Take Sports Podcast, episode 62 at this point. Happy 2-year anniversary, boys.
Woohoo!
Leo, this is what?
Congratulations,
Like
you guys.
3
What is
months
this, like,
for you
yeah,
at this
say.
point, something like that.
Not even.
We are going to.
Status yet.
That's true. But you're here now. We're happy to see you. Just the 4 of us this week. Clayton is in some official military business today, so he will not be joining us. Shout out to him. We're going to start the episode off with the trade that Isaac just sent me. I haven't even looked at it yet, so live reaction time.
Probably horrible.
Let me see.
HTS Happy Gilmore offered me Darrell Henderson
And Rashad White.
and Rashad White for Devontae Smith. That's such a bad trade. Rashad White is an absolutely useless running back, and Darrell Henderson plays on an absolutely useless team right now, and Devontae Smith is getting 20 points a game. 15 points a game. Why would I... Okay, let's see. What is even worth countering at this point?
I just want to see what you
God,
offer.
no. God, no. Give me...
It'd have to be.
Do you even have a good running back? No, you have like
Personally,
5 crap running backs.
He has one
His
mid one in
best one in
Montgomery,
my
but that's
eyes
the
is that
best.
I'm about to say Robinson's
But
not
that-
that bad.
But he's part of like a running back 3 committee, so. Because you still
Yeah,
have
he doesn't get enough
McKissick there
touches
and
for
Gibson,
that.
Yeah.
Dante Foreman might be good. He's the lead back, right?
Technically, but
Yeah.
Chuba played pretty good last
Yeah,
week.
but apparently Chuba's been practicing on and off this week, so
Well,
Foreman might
Not
be
doing
it's
the
the
David Montgomery
Panthers,
thing
and they're
again.
essentially fully embracing the rebuild. So
Don't want anyone on the Broncos team. Who the heck is Eno Benjamin? Wow, he was really good last week. I don't trust that yet.
yeah, I
he's
wouldn't.
Arizona's backup, but I personally think he'll take the job from David Cotter.
He technically
Nah,
should.
screw
the
that.
way
That's
they
not
play.
even worth
Should.
looking at.
The
Yeah.
way they play, yes.
I was
but
gonna
they
say
won't.
David Cotter affects their
They
gameplay
won't.
so much.
They pretty sure they extended him last offseason, so they won't do that to him.
All right, so that wraps up that segment. But we will continue talking about fantasy football. Brady is kicking everyone's butt in the league, right? Pretty much.
Technically tied with Daniel, but
He's
yes,
5-2.
thanks to Isaac.
He's 5-2.
I
Yes.
give you Henry and Jacobs.
Yes.
That
Don't
is true.
brag like you're
Yeah,
like
like-
you did something good. You just
I get
handed
$1 out
him
of
the
that
league.
pot, right?
No, you don't get anything. You lose $10.
Yeah, no. If you're in the
Yeah, that's true. Let's make it semifinals
Yeah.
just to gain your pop back.
Brady and I looks like the matchup of the week.
Yeah,
Should be.
it's going to be.
It should be. It
Absolutely
depends.
intense.
It generally depends on how Lamar does tonight.
I played
Oh
the
yeah,
Eagles this
absolutely.
Because he's dropped 3
Well,
games in a row where
and
it's like 10, 10,
You caught me
13.
without Eckler. You caught me without Eckler. But
Yeah,
I also
that's true.
I got Josh Allen back.
I was going to
still,
say,
so that
yeah.
helps.
Josh Allen back is definitely a big boost. Josh Jacobs is still good.
And it's also going to depend on if you get to play Zeke or not.
Yeah. If Zeke plays, I'll probably still stream it. But if not, then I'm going to have to play one of my wide receivers I just picked up off the waiver.
This is the man that worries me the most.
Like Evans.
Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did
Because
just get,
while
I
he
did
had 9
just get
receptions
JJ.
last game, Tom Brady, his play this year freaking terrifies me.
I really love how I was able
Bro
to
just
keep-
dropped Rashad White, by the way.
Well,
After
I
our
need to
previous
drop
trade.
one more to move some people around. Do I want to play tonight?
I saw.
I think
This
all
guy,
right, gonna play
he just offered me a trade with
Yeah.
him in it, and then
I
said,
know.
"All right, I guess I'll drop it
Imagine,
afterwards."
imagine asking for Isaiah McKenzie in a trade and then dropping him after. you
I
give
was
him a
trying
trade.
to get my
It
team
hurts so bad because
organized.
that's who I would be playing Isaiah McKenzie tonight.
Oh, yeah.
This week.
Daniel snagged him right away.
Because
was
I would
really
just
upset
switch.
about it.
I'd put Lenny in my running back spot, and I would just start Gallup and Isaiah McKenzie as my wide receivers.
Yep.
Exactly.
I'm already taking a risk with Gallup at wide receiver, though.
True.
No, real best player on Leo's team, Money Maher.
Monty Maher.
Red Money Maher.
Dude, he's a stud. Not even kidding. Jimmy G.
Bro, bench QB matchup of the week.
Dude, Jimmy G is better than McCorkle. Fantasy-wise, yes.
Yeah.
At least.
Fantasy-wise, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, actual at the sport.
They
not
play
no.
Detroit, don't they? The 49ers?
Yeah.
They play the Rams this week.
No.
Rams.
You're just trying.
I've low key, if
Oh.
Lamar didn't
You
play
don't know
tonight, I would probably debate more of starting Jimmy G. Just
Yeah.
because of fantasy points and touchdowns. Because he's got Debo, McCaffrey, and he's hitting Ayuk this year.
Who do you have a tight end? Oh, Goddard. That'd be why you're playing tight end.
Goddard's
Okay.
he's been a decent tight
Dallas
end.
Goedert.
Yes.
All right,
Goated,
oh.
yeah. Cheesy.
The Lions play.
You should probably blur that.
What?
my team name.
White supremacy.
It's a last name. It's a last
It's his
name,
last
guys.
name.
Relax. It's a
Last
last name.
His social
Disclaimer.
security's awesome.
Lions play the Dolphins.
Maybe I'll just cut that out. But okay.
No, it'll be fine.
Dolphins, yes.
Don't worry about it.
I'd be more worried about Blake's and yours.
Well, that he might have to change that.
True, and he's
Dude,
playing against me.
Same
That's funny.
thing happened. 4 to 6 weeks.
I don't know
He's
why he
out.
has it. He doesn't even have Jamar.
I know
Yeah, he's
as
just
soon as he
special.
did that, I was really waiting for him to do a Jay Jetta for Jamar and like someone else trade with Wags.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he changed his team name, I thought he was gonna do it. But
I
Bro,
just
Kenneth
offered
Walker's been a
Wax
machine.
trade today,
Oh,
too,
yeah.
Again.
he's now the RB1 in Seattle.
Oh,
which
yeah,
puts
he's balling.
Carson down,
Yeah.
which sucked for me. I was so happy with getting him.
Hey,
like 8th
you-
round.
Yeah.
You trading Debo might be an actual dub because
I know.
he did not look well last week.
I know. That's part of the reason
Hey,
I wonder if that was why you finally coughed it up.
can you not stop it right
I
next to the mic?
coughed it up because I was talking to Carson, and Carson
That's gonna
agreed
sound
because I was like, Debo kind of looked like second fiddle at wide receiver, and then he only ran the ball once at running back.
What was it, McCaffrey?
At that
Yeah,
point,
just
yeah.
didn't need to run the
Well,
ball at
yeah,
all.
and that's why I kept McCaffrey.
And McCaffrey catches the ball.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think Jeff Wilson will still get like 10 carries a
Yeah.
game.
well, he should.
He's
Yeah,
not gonna
to
carry.
keep him healthy.
Dude, but you know what I love? I love the McCaffrey like on their little quick pitch, where it's a pitch play, but he just cuts it right through like the
Yeah.
B gap. I love that play.
I think you can switch back to us. I don't think you got to leave
Yeah.
a random fantasy matchup up there.
Oh, I was looking at it more because of you.
If
Oh, well, I mean, okay, if you're gonna put stuff on the screen, we should probably actually talk about it though.
yeah,
If we're just gonna be talking, it should probably be on us.
pre
Well, here
McCaffrey.
we'll jump to your team. So that's what we were just sitting on.
Why would we jump
We'll
to
just
my
look at
team?
your
Nobody
team.
cared.
We
They,
can
they
talk
were
about
literally
Joe Burrow
just
last
staring
week.
at my
We
team.
can talk about Joe Burrow last week.
Yeah, no,
Shit,
they
Joe
can
Burrow
compare
went
that.
crazy.
Joe Burrow had
That's true.
40.
Joe Burrow did go
Yeah,
crazy.
I care what it looks
Did he
like.
have
That's-
45?
Yeah.
He had
Yeah.
45.
He had 3
That was
touchdowns at
that's
halftime.
insane. Like him and
This is Matt
Josh
Steve,
Allen.
obviously.
It's been those two mainly. I mean, Lamar had 3 games in a row where he had like 30 plus, but outside of that,
Yeah.
it's been
Lamar's
quiet,
struggling.
which kind of sucks. But it is
Alright,
what it
here,
is.
We'll go to Leo's team for right here. Yeah, I'm the only one that's at a different division. Everybody else
Yeah.
in this podcast is in the same division.
And it
I
just
love
so
my
happens that he is the commissioner. Crazy how that works.
I love.
Bro,
my
I did the wheel. He
Yeah,
was,
it was random.
he was in
It
the
was
party.
I
random.
know. I know.
It was random. I love my team.
Bro,
It
I
looks
would rather
really
be in
good.
your division.
It looks really good.
True.
Especially if Lamar plays at least to his fantasy points.
You know who deserves a shout out from last week though? Is McCole Hardman. Dude had 3 touchdowns,
He had 28 fantasy points.
2 rushing and 1 receiving.
Did you
Yeah.
see? Did you see on his 1 touchdown though that no one went and celebrated with him?
No, I didn't.
There
That's
was no
really
one
funny.
went and celebrated with him on the game time touchdown to make it 14-14. Wait, sorry, to make it 14-13 to give them the lead. The only person who went over to him was
Clinton's
Patrick Mahomes. He
team.
high fived
For
him.
those
That was
at
it.
home.
That's great.
Some guy made a TikTok about it. And he says, "I think that no one in the Chiefs locker room likes him."
Alright,
That's
Clinton's
and
team,
that's and then it kind of makes sense though when they traded for Tony,
Yeah.
Kadarius Tony.
Why do you keep
Kadarius.
talking in the middle of our conversation?
Sorry. Who's
Like,
that's-
just give us a second. We'll move
See,
on. Don't worry.
If this was like 2 years ago, if I didn't know any better, I thought this would be my team because he has Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb. But Clayton took them
Bro,
both before me, like 2 picks before me both
Yeah.
times,
Bro,
which I'm very happy.
But
that he
those
took
should
Dak
be-
before me.
Those should be good picks this year, but Dak got hurt
Dak
and
got
CD's
hurt.
been kind of mid.
his poor running back
CeeDee's
room,
been
man.
he's been very quiet. Yeah,
Yeah, his
I
running
will,
back room
I will agree.
is as rough as mine.
Not it
No.
should be
What?
good though. It should be.
Yeah, because you have AJ Dillon.
CEH is
Daniel-
my best running back.
yes.
Well, Daniel Jones is more rushing
CEH
yards
is
than
pretty
Najee.
good.
And Gibson's
Najee's
now in a
just been
major timeshare. He's still going to
Najee's
be
got
last
that
week.
sophomore slump going on.
He
there.
he might luck out though, because apparently Michael Carter is still going to get a lot of looks even with the addition of James Robinson.
Yeah.
What they say.
Outside of like his 3 long touchdown runs, James Robinson hasn't been that great.
And
if I'm
at
being
the,
honest.
at the bottom of the league, Mr. Don't worry, I'm going to be good this year because I took 5 running backs in the first 5 rounds.
Yeah.
And now doesn't have any of those running backs
No.
anymore.
He took
Took 4.
Yeah, he took 4.
I
and
still
then-
don't
and
have
then-
my first 5 picks.
You can go
What
back
do
and
you-
look.
I
You
don't
can
know
look
what
at
it-
history.
even was I?
It's
Look at
not-
history. Look at the
Alright.
history. You could just click on team history and then it shows you when round they drafted him. Because I
we'll
did-
just bust out the entire thing.
I offered Wags a trade
It's
because
probably horrible.
You probably should.
well,
have told
Jamar
him.
Chase went down, so I'm like,
Yeah.
well,
Where's he at?
I
So you're
don't
going to
know.
try to trade
What
for
pick
him?
did you have?
No. I had 2.
Nice. You had 2.
There we go.
So let's
We can
look
see
at
the whole
it.
draft board.
What do you at? What do you go second?
Not
Derek,
that
right?
anybody can read that.
He had Derek.
They can see it on the screen.
He
Yeah,
went
but we
Derek.
can't. That was the whole
Yeah,
point.
I can read it.
It went Derek,
I can-
Fournette, and
And Javante. And then you took
He took Mike Williams.
Mike Williams, and then you went back to running back, right?
Yeah, he took Josh Jacobs
Which is great. I don't know why you traded all 4 of them.
because he didn't think Josh Jacobs would be any good.
Well, to be fair, 3 of the 4 have done really well. Well, 2.5 of the 4. Derrick Henry's been kind of.
He's been good ever since I traded him.
Yeah. And then Javante Williams tore his ACL.
Yeah,
Right?
but he traded Javante,
Yeah.
but he also got George Kittle for Javante.
Yeah.
and Juju.
And then traded George Kittle to you.
And then Njoku went down.
Yes.
Yeah.
So essentially, if you just look at his team, he
Oh, yeah,
has
he's
no
gonna be good.
one from his original team, right? Except for like one person.
And the whole Cooper Rush saying Isaac did not wear his Jared Goff jersey to draft night.
Yeah, so
Fellow-
they forced him to
fellow
pick
penalty.
somebody. Lo and behold, they ended up playing.
That's true. Cooper Rush
And
played.
That's
I
when it
ended
all
up playing
started.
Until I had
That's when it all
drop on.
started, right there. That's when I should have known that Dak was going to get hurt.
When we made him.
When
pick
we
Cooper
made
Rush.
Isaac and his luck.
You know, Isaac, your back half of the draft actually wasn't bad until you dropped them all.
Yeah.
Because Jamal Williams has been good. Actually, Njoku with your last pick has been your best value all year.
Yeah, but now he's out 4 weeks?
Like 4 to 6.
4 to 6 weeks, and
Because,
you
I
still
mean-
have Harrison Bryant or whatever his name
Yeah, I
is. right?
picked up Harrison Bryant.
Yeah.
I mean, Dubs started off well, kind of got bad, but you also dropped him immediately after the draft. Wild.
Yeah, rip me taking Cam Akers in there.
Yeah, you dropped Cam Akers after week 1. I was like, oh man, I
You
can't
dropped
believe you
him-
did that.
yeah.
But it panned out.
Yeah,
It
Carson,
didn't end up
Carson
mattering.
picked him up.
Yeah, he was good for like 2 weeks, and then
Yeah,
Yeah.
second week he had like 9 fantasy points, which was alright, but
Yeah, you
Yeah,
actually had
although-
a really good draft for the most part there, man.
yeah.
You're
my
just-
team's just very mid, which is
You're-
kind of what I expected.
Well, yeah, you were also the 12th pick. So you were either going back to back really good wide
Adams and
receiver.
Diggs was smart.
Yeah,
Especially
Well-
because you didn't get
Well,
Kelsey,
yeah.
so
That's what you kind of have to do at the back there. You got to take 2 really good wide
but
receivers.
yeah, because I mean, who else in the second round that was taken should I have taken there? We got Nick Chubb, probably should have taken him. DeAndre Swift,
maybe
and
Kamara,
Kamara, maybe Tyreek Hill.
maybe Saquon.
Tyreek Hill would have been a good pick. Saquon would have been a good pick.
For it panning out, Josh Allen, maybe. But that would have still been a reach in the second
Still
round.
still not doing that. I have Joe Burrow. I'm fine.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just trying to say anything else. Like, the only thing I could see is if Joe Mixon wasn't taken by Isaac Schultz.
Yeah.
Or
My bad
Cup.
picks. My bad picks were Cam Akers and AJ Dillon in the first 5 rounds, 6 rounds,
yeah.
in the first 6 rounds, and then taking probably Robert Woods.
And I took Brees Hall thinking you'd wait another round on Ramondre, and you sniped him.
Dude, yeah.
Which I'm not complaining because
He's
I
killing
Oh, that's my bad.
doubled,
That's totally
I
my
doubled
bad.
down
That's
and
gonna
got
be bad.
Thomas and D-Hop.
That's going to be rough. That's my apology.
That's okay. Isaac literally stomped next to it, so
Yeah,
this will be fun for you to edit.
Man, it's just,
I probably just
I
cut
just-
off the beginning and the end
I
and
just-
just let it go.
I've
That's
tried
all the fun.
like 8 trades with Carson Scalina to get the Cowboys defense.
Well,
And last
can't
week,
do it.
he goes, they're playing Detroit. That was his excuse. That's what he told Brady.
that's a good excuse.
Which I was perfectly fine with. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So I sent him the same exact trade, which was Garrett Wilson, and then the other defense I picked up,
He's
which
been
was
kind of
like
mid now.
the 10th ranked defense, and he rejects it. I said, so what do you want from him? He read it and did not respond.
Dang, what a guy.
So, like, Brady knows how I feel on the subject.
I'm about to say.
You and everyone else.
I
Yes,
offered
because
him,
it's just
He wanted Mike Evans for Brandon Ayuk.
who
You
did
want to switch it back to us?
Carson. Yeah.
yeah.
Carson offer that trade?
Yeah, I texted him one day while I was at work, and I was like, hey, what do you want for Brandon Ayuk? Because I really needed the depth.
Yeah,
And he was like,
exactly.
Mike Evans. I was like, huh?
Yeah,
I offered
Yeah,
him.
crazy what happens when people actually, barter and trades with you, isn't it?
Oh, no, he and I go back and forth.
I texted him he was texting me last night because he's like, what do you want for Zeke? I will overpay for Zeke.
That checks out.
And I'm just thinking to myself, first of all, I won't do that because I personally won't feel good if I traded Zeke. And secondly, I don't want anyone on your
Well,
team.
That was the most homer
That,
crap
and
I've
also
ever heard.
the
What?
entire,
You-
but you and I talked about it, the entire reason that you did not send Zeke for Fournette is because you were like, well, I want to add a running back, not
Yeah, because
Stay
then
at
I'd
two
just
running backs.
yeah, because then I'd just be back to square one where I was
Exactly.
at after my Debo and Damian Pierce trade.
Yeah. Which that was bold trading from only having 3 running backs. That was a bold move, but I think it'll work out.
It worked out
It'll work
because he did my Judy and Mooney trade.
I have
Yeah,
3
sure.
defenses right now.
Someone dropped the Chiefs. I think it was you.
Yeah.
He dropped the Chiefs, and I went,
Bro,
Well, I had
all
the
sorts
Brown.
of people that he has dropped since making all those trades have been picked up.
This guy.
I was trying to work on
you
that
gotta give
team,
me a
like,
fly swatter.
You had
and
hands.
Couldn't get there.
Like, sit
I
down
will
the
Venus
podcast.
fly trap that thing, bro. You see it like swim
Yeah.
out.
I offered Wags, Henderson, Montgomery, right? Yeah.
It's your team. What are you asking
Yeah.
me for?
Montgomery.
You want to make sure you said it right.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say because he said he.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah, Montgomery and Cooks because
Say Brandon Cooks.
yeah.
This is how Clayton feels.
For Travis Etienne.
We better hurry up. It's getting pretty dark out if we want to do walk routes.
it's fine.
That's all.
I'm keeping my hand here.
Yeah, carry on.
I have the Browns and the 49ers defenses,
Mm-hmm.
which should both have been elite picks.
Yeah.
But now Nick Bosa's out.
He should be
Right?
back though. He should be back.
I think
Wasn't
he's
he out?
back.
He's back last week.
You know, I'm thinking of TJ Watt. He's the one who
Yep.
tore his pec.
Yep.
Weren't they both hurt last year? Is that what I was thinking of?
Yeah.
Probably.
They look hurt last year. Anyways, should be a decent pick. And the Browns should be a decent pick too, but they've been mid all year. So.
Yep. Hey man, blame Clayton for that one.
Shut up. It's going to be really
Leo-
funny when your
Leo
team
will
gets
die
knocked
on
out
that
the first
hill.
round again.
What?
Nothing. Anyways.
Well, when the Cowboys get knocked out first round.
Yeah.
We have to make it first. We'll probably have 3
What do you
teams
mean?
in the NFC East in the
Yes,
playoffs.
Nick Bosa's just.
They're
fine.
the Giants.
Eagles.
It's
I don't
not
care.
real. It's not
I know
real.
it's not real.
It's not
But
real.
at this rate,
No, it's over.
all they need to do
Okay,
is win like
okay,
3 more
okay.
games and they're in the playoffs because everyone else in the NFC sucks.
They'll make the wild. You guys will make the
Question.
wild card, at least.
Why do you think that? Is it because of Daniel Jones or because of something else?
It's the Giants.
No, it's because there's no actual names on that team.
Like their defense isn't even that good.
Saquon was on the
No.
team.
Okay, other than Saquon, since when can one guy carry 11 or 10? I
Apparently
guess 10
since
others.
7
Tom
weeks
Brady?
ago.
Tom Brady always
How's that
had
going
weapons.
on for
What the
him?
hell do you mean? Rob Gronkowski and Julian Edelman don't mean anything to you?
That 2019 team, the last one, they were injured most of the year.
So?
He had to carry them to make the playoffs before Gronk came back.
Yeah, the greatest quarterback of all time
I
can
was
probably
gonna say,
carry
a
his
great
team to playoffs.
quarterback
My
makes-
bad.
A great quarterback makes any wide receiver look
Throw
good.
this thing at you. This guy.
Yeah, I know. This guy.
Who let him on this podcast?
I don't know. He did. Apparently he made it. I don't know.
Guess. Maybe.
Yes. Wild scenes.
And the Lakers are 0-4.
All right,
Yeah.
that was a
That
horrid.
was just
mean.
It was just trying to be a roast, but yet he doesn't know that I do not care.
Is that why he didn't want to be a part of the
He
NBA?
only
segment?
doesn't care because his team's losing. It's just
Well-
like the NFL.
Well, I called it previously. I'm just like, we're probably still gonna be bad. I love how I said our ceiling was still the finals. I love that. We could go back to that.
it
take
is
all
technically
day.
true.
I mean, yeah.
The ceiling is still-
Everybody's ceiling is the finals.
the
Heck,
floor,
even the
you
Utah
have-
Jazz's ceiling is the finals.
You have 3 top 70. That's not true.
I also
You
said
have
we
3
win
top
53
75
games.
players. So
That's not happening.
No, that's pushing
Yeah,
it.
we're not winning 50. We might win 40. We might win 40.
You guys need to win a game first. But you play the Timberwolves tomorrow, so you should
You'll
be fine.
beat us.
Really?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, your defense.
You know we've
Against
already
our
lost to
stagnant
the
offense?
Spurs and the Jazz, right?
That's
Who
unfortunate.
are both 3-1?
Yeah, those.
Maybe
You know what the
4-1?
difference is between?
Why do you act like the record means they're good? They're not good. Both of those teams are tanking for Victor. By middle of the season,
Well,
they're not going to be
both
going for anything
failing
anyways.
right now. But they were both supposed to start like 0-5.
Okay, but you don't have to lose every game.
Well, I
To be the worst
understand
team.
that. I understand how the freaking New Jersey Nets did it by only winning 7 games. I get that.
So
How many?
Then they
Say
only win like
7?
7 games.
No teams ever.
So
no, the
anyhow.
Hornets have the worst
record.
percentage-based record in history, and they still won 13.
Or maybe it was
13 and 69 probably.
It wasn't a full 82-game season though.
Oh, wasn't it?
No,
Was it?
I don't remember how many it
Might
was.
have been shorter than by some. Was it? It might have been the year of the lockout or whatever.
It might have
was.
been, yeah, something like that.
But anywho, I saw this post on Instagram while I was going to the restroom. It was
Can
Patrick
you talk
Beverly.
louder?
It was Patrick Beverly, and they were interviewing him, and he goes, "Well, last week we shot 20% from 3. This week we shot 26%. So I'd say we're improving."
And
No.
Russell Westbrook had a decent game when he shot 1 of 15 or something like that.
Well, he didn't play last night either,
Oh.
when I thought we had a chance, but
Yeah. What?
Was 2012 the strike shortened season?
yeah, the lockout or whatever it was
Yeah.
called.
Bobcats went 7-59 in the 2012 season. The worst record in an 82 game season was the 73 76ers, who went 9-73.
That's impressive.
At that point,
Trust the process.
wait, how'd the lottery go? Did they tell me they got like the 3rd pick?
Well, back then,
Or did
the
they
lottery,
just do it
I don't
right
know
there?
if it was a lottery back then. I don't know what the rules
What
were.
year was it? 73?
Yeah, so it would've
Oh,
been
definitely not. It's
The,
got
the next draft.
There's
They
definitely
definitely,
no lottery.
they definitely didn't have the rule that the bottom 3 teams all get the same odds.
Yeah, there's definitely no lottery.
Well, the Blazers got the #1 pick in the 1974 draft. So
And they took Arvydas Sabonis. I don't think that's true.
they took Bill Walton, actually.
Bill Walton.
I was close.
That's pretty. Yeah.
Bill Walton's
That was
like,
a
yeah. Shout out to
pretty
Bill
good
Walton.
guess. That was a pretty good educated guess.
I just knew the name.
I know.
Fair enough.
I didn't. That's why I thought it was cool.
DeMontis' papa.
Oh yes, yes. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, Sabonis.
What?
There were 10 rounds.
Yeah, the NBA draft used to be a full
That's
big,
wild.
big boy draft.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember when they stopped doing that. Not that smart. I'm no basketball historian.
Definitely before Jordan,
Yeah.
because when Jordan got drafted, it was just a 2
Oh,
round.
there were a couple Hall of Famers in this class. Bobby Jones, Keith Wilkes.
He says if he knew
I
either of
I
those
know.
names.
I'm trying to listen for names that I could. Like,
Those are only 3 Hall of Famers.
nope. Sorry.
But he's looking at a list that says whether they're in the Hall of Fame or not. He doesn't actually know these names.
yeah. When he
No.
was just. I know. When he was
I
just
know
random.
Bill Walton, but
Well, okay,
Well,
obviously.
obviously we all know. Bill
I hope
Walton.
so. All right. NBA. So, have either of you watched Cavaliers game
No.
Yes.
yet? Okay.
I was going
watched-
to last
I
night.
I
watched
watched
some
the
of
channel,
They-
I would.
They look good.
I thought
Look, they
Yeah,
look
they do.
good, and then Garland got her first or second game.
first game.
First with the eye
It
something.
kind of sucks,
Yeah.
but it's a good thing you have Donovan Mitchell.
I was say he had 100 points in his first 3 games with the Cavs.
In the last year we were like 4 and like 13 without Garland.
Sure.
I
Sounds
think
right.
so. It's something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, now you have somebody.
'Cause
who can
then,
throw
even at
Garland's
that point-
gone.
Now this year we're
Best player on the team.
4-0 without
So I
Garland.
think you guys are 4-1.
And-
So,
0-1.
so
Damn, how many games do you play?
they played 5.
They played 5, so they're 4 and
You
1.
guys, and
We're
the Kings, some-
yeah.
I think you're
No.
3-1 after yesterday.
the Bucks.
3-1 after
Okay.
yesterday.
Yes, you guys
I
and the
knew it was
Bucks are the only
something.
ones who have only played 3 games. No, you guys are 0-4. There's 2
Yeah.
teams that have only played 3 games. I think it's the Bucks and the Kings, maybe.
Well, the Kings
Maybe.
played tonight.
The
Yeah.
Bucks played tonight too.
Mm-hmm.
So they're
So
playing each other.
whatever. That anywho.
Are they playing each other?
I
Huh.
talk.
It doesn't matter
I
that
think
much.
But the Cavs are 3-1, and they survived an almost 30 piece from Paolo Banchero. Good 20.
Paolo's been nasty.
he's been really
He's
good.
been-
And it's too bad he's been so good because Ben Mathurin would easily be Rookie of the Year if there wasn't such thing as Paulo Banchero.
That's
Eggs
very
Benny?
true.
Eggs
Eggs
Benny?
Benny's
Eggs Benny's
freaking
been
Eggs
nasty.
Benny's kind of cooking, bro.
They've been really good.
Did
Like
you
this
see him
rookie
steal
class
it?
is just ready.
Did you see it steal it when they were down like 17 at the end of the game?
Yeah.
He stole it, went for a layup, and got fouled. And then the one guy was just talking crap the whole time during his free throws, and all you could see was, "I hate losing." He kept pointing to the scoreboard, "I hate losing."
Milwaukee does not play tonight. It's the Kings and the Grizzlies.
Yeah. Ja
Speaking of the
looks
Grizzlies,
really good.
John Morant's
Ja,
been
well,
nice.
he's been good, but
John
he-
Conchar.
Banned.
isn't Jaren Jackson
Bro, you're banned
hurt
for Ryan.
He's still- yeah,
Is he
he's
still
still
hurt?
out.
Yeah, they're still.
Which
he's
is
still
wild.
recovered.
They're not even playing Brandon Clark. They're playing their what I say?
Santi Aldama?
Yeah.
Yeah, Clark's back tonight. I'm pretty sure.
They
Well, he's been.
They
Playing.
just pulled
Brandon
dudes out of
Clark's been
nowhere.
playing. Yeah, I know.
Them and like the Heat.
Yes.
They just know how to scout, I guess.
Yeah.
The Heat have been
I-
underwhelming.
Yeah. Well, they've been
Jimmy
underwhelming just like
Reds.
last year.
Oh, hey, Mavericks Nets is on a half hour if we choose to watch that.
Yeah, I don't care.
Mavericks should win that.
I just want Ben Simmons to look at the rim. Did you see the clip of Kyrie Irving passing it to him, and he literally yells, "Shoot it, Ben!" He's like standing on the baseline. Ben Simmons catches the pass 8 feet from the hoop and turns away from the hoop to the 3-point line to look at Kevin Durant.
Apparently,
Hey, man.
But then ended up
That's- I
scoring,
was gonna
so
say,
it made
it's not
sense.
a bad.
But
It's not a
There's
bad
a bunch
kick
of
out.
scouts that think he's afraid of getting fouled, and that's why he
Hurt
won't
his
do
back
anything,
again.
and he's being conservative.
maybe.
Dude.
Did you see Kyrie's interview about him though?
No.
Like, give him a break. He
I
hasn't
don't- I
played
don't-
in
I don't
like
watch
2
that.
years.
Yeah.
Well, that's his own doing. He should have played last year. But
He was
just-
hurt
he
last year, though.
For the back half, no.
Yeah.
Well,
That was when he had his back injury.
after that, he was just
After
still
that,
just
that
sitting.
went into the playoffs.
He was just still sitting.
No,
the
his
whole
back
thing
injury
that
went through the
happened,
playoffs.
the whole thing, how that was handled was just all messed up. And that's
No, it
part
wasn't
of what he's
handled
saying.
very well, but he was still
No.
hurt.
Yeah, well, and that's why he's saying that. It's because he doesn't believe that he was hurt.
Because
Because
even,
they kept saying
because
he's
even
gonna
like
come
Doc
back.
Rivers and everyone came out and say like he's not that hurt, he's not hurt at all. or
Exactly,
whatever.
and they kept
Well, when
saying
he was in
gonna come back.
Philadelphia, that was a different story last year. In
Yeah,
Brooklyn.
but when he got to
Sure.
Brooklyn, yeah, he was hurt probably.
I don't know. His interview with JJ Redick was really funny, actually, because that was the first time he was actually like talking in public about any of that stuff that went on.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I
check
think-
that. Old Man of the Three podcast.
I
So
think
good.
if we're going back to Cleveland here, I think Cleveland needs to run more like sets, like just actually set base offense. I know you have Donovan Mitchell, a really good young scorer,
Yeah,
but you still need to run sets because that's how they were so good last year.
they need to make sure they don't get caught up in ISO ball with.
They need to stop
Spider.
being like selfish.
Well,
The Magic killed him and
The,
Chuck
the
last
only
night. They had
reason they're
14.
playing a little more ISO ball right now because Donovan's hurt.
Donovan's hurt?
Garland's hurt.
Garland's hurt.
Garland's hurt.
Yeah.
Well, that still
Close.
doesn't matter. Mitchell can still run your point guard.
Yeah, but he's not the facilitator that Garland
Well,
is.
obviously, but
Yeah.
you don't. He just needs to play the one. Like after that, or like the one.
But that's like saying. I mean, obviously this means nothing to any of them. But that's like saying we should have run our plays as well as we did when you played point guard, when I was out.
Well,
with
we
COVID.
would have if we didn't have two wings who wanted to shoot threes every time.
Okay, but that's not the point. The point is you are not the facilitator that I am.
Yeah.
It's not the same. Yeah, you can
Well,
do
obviously,
it, but
because you and I are on the same page.
And plus, Garland's like a 2-level scorer. He can either dish it or shoot.
that's not how two-level scorer
Well,
works. But all right.
That-
I was
that
looking
is,
for the right term. I'm like, that. came
That
to
would
mind.
be a slasher and 3-point shooter, or a slasher in mid range, or a 3-point shooter in a mid range.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Just
Les.
helping him,
I don't
not,
know.
me, not anyone else, just him.
But yes, he's
That's
a
a
facilitator.
different
He's a
level scorer.
playmaker. That's
Yes, he's a.
whether that's for himself or for other people. He makes plays. Are you okay? Do you want to talk about your team now?
I'm just laughing because I looked at Leo and I was like, why do you look like Keebler the elf?
People at home might not see it, but
Look how you got a nice bun going on.
yep. Look, if I just sit up straight, it looks like I don't even have a hat on.
I was sitting here
All right.
dying for no reason. I was
Let's
like,
let's move on to the
I
Jazz.
just
How about
look
that?
over and
Stretch. Sorry. Do break.
hey man, Jazz are 4-1. Larry Martin has carried us almost every single game.
he's good.
He's gonna make the All-Star game, especially since it's in Utah. They're gonna give it to him.
That's true.
Especially
He'll
he's
probably
like-
I'm
sneak
so
in there
excited
as
for
a
it.
reserve.
Plus,
Or
he's
Mike
like
Conley. They
the
might give him
best
Mike
player
Conley.
basically
That's
on
true.
the Jazz now.
Yeah, double-digit assists against
about
the
to
Wolves. I didn't
say.
realize that.
Markin would have been an all-star if you didn't have Jared Allen or Evan Mobley.
No, he wouldn't have been.
Well, and I
Do you realize the forwards he had to go through to get
No.
in the East to
No,
get to that?
wouldn't have been.
Not true.
Yeah, you know, dudes like Giannis Antetokounmpo, almost MVP DeMar DeRozan.
was he in Chicago when? No, Jimmy Butler was in Chicago with Larry Martin. Who was in Chicago with Larry that was good?
Zach LaVine.
Zach LaVine,
Other than
That
Zach,
was
I
it.
thought that was
Nope.
somebody else.
Nope.
Wendell
Who-
Carter Jr.,
Not even that.
who wasn't even good then. I mean, he was
And now,
fine.
and
but-
now he's just in
All
Orlando.
because
Sitting
like-
there.
because lock on Jazz, Jazz
He's
podcast,
alright.
which is Jazz in the building, as Isaac would like to say. They were talking about it and it's like, yeah, Lowry's never gotten to really be the main guy before, so I think that's why he's scoring
That's-
more than he ever has.
Well, yeah, he has no constraints now.
Well, yeah, it's
Yeah.
also the Jazz where they're just like,
Go for it.
That's
we're
also
rebuilding.
true.
None of them are superstars, so you might as well just shoot it.
Yeah.
Kelly Olynyk shooting it.
Trade value.
Laurie
Only
shooting it.
Olynyk.
I still think.
What'd you say, Isaac?
Trade
He said
value.
trade value.
We're not going to trade Martin. We're going to build around Martin.
How old's Martin?
Yeah.
24?
Yeah, he's like
He's
24,
young.
and he's only in year 2 of
Yeah.
the contract he signed with them.
Yeah.
So we still have him for at least
Yeah,
another
we
2.
got to sign and trade with them.
And we've got 3.5,
Yeah.
well, basically 3.5 with Morris Sexton.
The way the things are going in the
I
West.
like how you say half as if like we're even like close to the middle of the season. It's been 5
Yeah.
games.
But Clark Clarkson's been starting, which has worked out well, but I think we're going to end up trading him.
You should still start. I think you should start Sexton once he gets back to like his physical fitness and everything like that. But
I mean, I question everything about our starting five, but then
Yeah,
again,
as you said-
Kelly Olynyk just dropped a game winner the other night
I was gonna
against the
say,
Pelicans. So.
He throttled us.
you were
till I
talking
found out.
mad trash about Kelly Olynyk, and then he came out and shot 4 for 4.
I was gonna say Kelly Olynyk's played really well.
And then after that game, he shot like 4 for 10.
Do I think Kelly Olynyk should be starting over Walker Kessler? No, but he's at least playing well.
Yeah, I don't think you start Walker.
I was
Kessler.
so
Wait,
excited to see Walker
He only
Kessler
played,
play.
like,
who's your
He
4 and
missed one
5?
loss.
Wait, it's Vanderbilt and Olynyk right now.
Yes.
It will definitely be near the end of the season, especially if you're not having a chance at playing or whatnot. Which I think you could
They
low
don't
key.
want a chance at the play.
I know they don't.
Yeah, they're taking.
But I
for
think
Vector.
they could almost be that last spot.
Magnitude.
Oh yeah. Vector.
But yeah, no, our starting
With
five
it.
is Conley, Clarkson, Markin, Vanderbilt, and Olynyk.
There's
You
no
should-
reason that team should be good. It's so
Yeah,
annoying.
you should trade
Or
Conley.
4-1.
I
You
love
should
it.
trade Conley.
Well, we're gonna trade
At the
try to
deadline.
trade Bogdanovich, Conley, and Gay for Russ and your other 2 first-round picks.
Yeah.
But the Lakers wanted to be part of that.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I don't know. I'm just waiting
They
for.
could. I mean, they could really use the 3-point shooting that all
no,
3 of those
we
players
could
would've
really
brought.
use.
Rudy Gay, 3-point shooting?
No.
Oh, sorry. I was
I think
thinking
he was
Clarkson
referring to
instead of Gay.
Conley.
Hey, Rudy Gay's hit some threes this year.
That doesn't mean he's a 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they told
He'd
him.
fit
when
right
they
in.
Russell
signed him.
Westbrook has hit a 3 this year,
Yeah.
too. That doesn't mean he's a
That's
3-point shooter.
Yeah, no, I know.
Rudy'd
I
fit
know
right
Rudy
in
Gay's
LA. Just chucking up threes whenever they wanted to. Not really caring, not running
That's true.
sets.
Rudy Gay could do that. But like, yeah, what's the
Did
difference?
you see AD and LeBron's reaction to Russ's
They both went-
dribble pull up jumper with like I don't know a minute to go or whatever, and we were down 1?
Yeah, yeah.
I was like, is
and
that
we were-
JR?
Yeah, he just pulled up a shot.
I was gonna
I
say,
wish we had JR
who
right
was it
now.
that
At
threw a
least he's a
half-court
decent
shot
shooter.
with like 30 seconds left?
Who?
Somebody threw a half.
Oh no, it was like 6 seconds left, and that's true. It
He
did
was on the
happen.
volleyball line.
Was
Sorry.
that JV or yeah? It was JV sophomore year or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, down goes the layup. Shade.
It
Anyway,
was against Riverdale.
it was Zubac for the Clippers who shot it with like 7 seconds left,
Oh, was that who? It was?
and it almost went in.
That's wild.
Almost went in. Like it was just left of it from being cash. He airballed, obviously,
That's so funny.
but it just
Bro,
went right out of bounds. Looked at the clock, 4 seconds left, and he looked at the coach. He goes, "I thought it was like 3 seconds left."
What a guy.
You know
It
what
happens.
else- you know
It
what else
does, it
really
happens.
funny happened
Time to
the
get new
other night?
context.
Did you guys see the clip of Andre Drummond missing his dunk?
Did you see the
He
clip of
completely airballed.
Austin Reeves missing his lob dunk? I did
Only
multiple
5
times. Rebuilding year.
Rebuilding. We'll turn the house lights on. We'll play in the dark. Full sound.
I really,
We can take those outside.
yeah, I really think at this point in time,
We'll
we
record
should,
it too.
we should probably just blow up the team.
Why
The
not?
Lakers should.
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait out the year though.
I know we won't do it mid-season.
No, if we're gonna record a walkout, you gotta wait for Clayton.
If we do anything, we might dish out some people. Like Westbrook will probably be gone by the deadline, which is perfectly fine with me.
You
You
should
should try. What does he have left on his contract?
A shat ton of money.
But like how many years?
One.
Is it just this year or is it next year?
Just
I
this
think,
year.
I think it's 2 years.
Then you just
I
ride it
still
out.
think it's 2 years.
Well, I bet
But
we
he
can look
wants
it up.
out. He's tired of LA, which I mean,
Think so?
understandable because no one likes him. in
When
LA.
he plays by himself, he's good.
Well,
Well, yeah, he's the ball dominant player, but they have this dude named LeBron James,
yeah,
who arguably is the best player of all time, and you should probably give him the ball.
yeah, he's looked really bad. Like 3-point shooting wise,
Well, they all look.
he
bad
took
three-point shooting
He
wise.
took like 2 logo threes. One complete airball, touch nothing, and then one barely hit the net.
This is his last year.
Is it?
Yep.
Okay.
47
Is
mil.
it a player or just straight up 1 year left?
No, just straight up. Straight
Okay,
this year.
good.
2023
Well, at this
free
point,
agent. UFA.
Just let it go, because then we don't want to trade and take that cap hit or whatever.
Yeah, it's not worth it. So my team.
Yeah.
I guess we've talked about it,
Timberwolves.
you guys.
Twin Towers, not too bad.
It's
Not
either
too
really
bad.
good or really bad,
Which is under which you,
Yeah.
you should
They
be
need-
understand and like
and they
expect.
definitely need time to get used to playing with each other and whatnot.
Yeah.
But like when we played the Spurs, and we only ended up losing by 9, but we were down by 30 for most of the game. We just killed them in the fourth quarter, which is really sad because they literally destroyed their team.
Yeah.
Tanking for Victor. and that just went straight through my face. That was
They
wild.
got like the youngest team in the NBA under Greg Popovich. I think it said like he's
They
got
have
like
to be.
23.5 or 24.2
Yeah.
or something.
I mean,
like
their
that.
best players are Keldon Johnson and Jeremy Sochan. So
And then the
and
next
Devin Vassell.
and that Devin yeah, he's
Devin
pretty
Vassell's
good.
been good.
He had like 23,
Jakob
5, and 6.
Yeah.
And then you also got Jabari Smith, or is it Keegan Murray?
Neither of those play for the Spurs.
Which one plays for the Spurs then? They
Neither
have
of them.
They drafted Malachi Branham, their first round pick.
really did not take Malachi Brown.
Yes, they took Malachi Branham.
I know they took
him
him.
at like 14 or 13.
Jeremy Sochan was their first pick. Malachi Branham was later.
Swear.
I don't remember them having.
Jabari
having
Smith Jr.
I'm
plays for
looking
the
at-
Rockets and Keegan Murray plays for the Kings.
I
Who
know,
are you
but-
talking about?
Check in fantasy because I played one of them. I swore I played a Spurs small forward. Not small forward, power forward.
Keldon Johnson.
No.
Keldon Johnson is going to be the main guy
Zach-
there.
Jeremy
Like
Sochan?
Zach Collins.
No, Keegan Murray plays for Sacramento,
plays for the
but I
Kings. I just
thought,
told you.
but I thought, because look, he's in a black
'Cause
and
the black
he's
jersey.
in a black and silver jersey.
Yeah,
So
'cause-
in my mind, I thought he was a Spur.
Yeah, the Kings black
That's
jersey.
wild.
It's
Totally
nice.
my apologies.
Okay. That makes
So-
sense.
To reflect real fast on the Andre Drummond thing, I think it was a flashback video. Oh, and apparently
What color jersey is he wearing?
It was a red one,
Okay, I don't know.
which is why I was like,
Could have been Cleveland.
well,
Not that color red.
Well, it
apparently,
depends.
apparently the whole Dragic and Drummond off the bench thing, like all of the Bulls fans are in love with, and it's really funny.
Well, that makes sense. It's a good pick and
Is he
roll
on
duo.
Chicago now?
Yeah,
Drummond?
Drummond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the backup center to
Vooch.
Vooch.
bro, he's like
Contract year
only
for
30.
Vooch though, gonna go crazy.
He's like only 30.
Who's
I
only-
swear he's been in the league for
Drummond?
like
He has. He's
forever.
been at Detroit 4 years.
Say he was in
Cleveland a
Detroit for
year
a
and a half.
Not even.
he.
Not
Less
even.
than a year.
Maybe just the rest
And
of
it
that
was
back
COVID,
half
it
of
was
that
COVID
year.
I don't know. He
Back
was
half of the COVID season. We don't need a second. I
He
just
was
told
such
you.
a bad center for you, low key. Like Jared Allen's definitely a way better center for you guys.
Oh yeah.
He was
Jared-
good for them for a while.
I know,
they just
but-
didn't want him to be because they
Yeah.
wanted Jared Allen to be the guy, which is perfectly fine because
Well,
he
because
is.
we got Joe Allen for nothing, like Drummond.
It
Yeah,
was
exactly.
fun watching Drummond shoot threes,
Oh, I
though.
thought
And then
Drummond was
occasionally
the Clippers
making
at
them,
one
it was
point.
awesome.
To who?
I thought Drummond was on the Clippers at one point.
Oh.
No, we went to
No,
Detroit to
you're thinking of
Cleveland.
DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan has also been a traveler. After the Clippers stint, he went to the Lakers. He's now on the. Is he now on the Mavs?
He's on the Nuggets.
He's on the Nuggets.
Yeah.
now?
On the
He was at the
Nuggets
Mavs. No, him and JaVale, man, they've just been traveling.
He was a net.
That's
for a
like
while,
every
too.
center though.
A lot of a lot
Once
of
they
older
get to
centers
those
just
like
start kind of
early
bouncing around.
30s, late 30s, the 30s basically for
Bring
their
him in
age.
for rebound guys.
But shoot, even Shaq did it.
Yeah,
Magic,
Shaq did it.
Lakers, Celtics, Cavs, Heat, Suns.
Oh my gosh.
Shoot, there's got to be another.
Who
team.
was
Celtics.
the last team
Did I say
Celt-
Did I say
Jordan
Celtics?
played on?
I don't think so. I don't know.
So 6 plus teams, 17.
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's just wild.
But anyways, back to the Timberwolves.
Oh
Sorry.
yeah.
Not that it matters.
That
No,
totally,
you're fine.
That
You're fine.
totally transitioned
That's-
away. We talked about Twin Towers.
That's the point of our podcast.
We talked about Twin Towers.
We should probably not talk about the Twin Towers.
Stop.
I
Stop.
didn't hear what he said.
That's for the best.
He goes, we probably shouldn't talk about the Twin Towers.
And he
it sat
said,
here
I
for-
got excited.
Hmm.
That's why I got quiet, because you said, sorry, we talked about the Twin Towers, and I got excited.
Yeah, I got excited about other centers and stuff, and then he brought up
Yeah.
Drummond again.
That's what he was excited for.
We can't be doing this in the podcast. That's why we get Cape Canton.
Yeah, you want to call me an immature
Hey, man.
piece?
You're the one who complains about editing.
That's true.
Talking to
Anyways.
me about immature.
Oh, bro. I'll just.
So back to the Timberwolves. It seems like right now either Rudy Gobert's on the floor and our defense is really good and our offense sucks, or Rudy Gobert's off the floor and our offense is good but our defense sucks.
Who do you play in his
So-
spot? Is it McDaniel still?
What?
Who do you play in his spot when he's not on the floor?
Cat moves to the 5.
Oh, does he? Do you still
Torian Prince usually comes in as the 4.
You don't have McDaniel
Well,
still.
don't put like
do you?
12
Jalen
minutes
or
together,
Jalen?
man.
Jalen. He's the only reason that we gave up so much for Gobert,
Mm.
because they wanted Jaden McDaniels. And we said, what if we give you everything else but Jaden McDaniels? And they were like, okay.
Gotcha.
And they were like, don't worry, Timberwolves fans. We kept Jaden McDaniels. We gave up 3 players and 7 first-round picks, but we kept Jaden McDaniels.
Is he a 3 or 4?
He's a
Kind of
3.
a mix.
Yeah, he's a wing.
Is he?
He's like
pretty
6.
tall.
He's
isn't
like 6'10", 180 pounds,
So what's-
soaking wet.
How,
he? So what you guys are hoping for is he somehow becomes
He
a
blossoms.
poor man's like KD.
Pretty much.
How much do Cat and Gobert actually play together in terms of like floor time?
Most of it.
I was gonna say.
Really?
I mean, last game. No, was that last game? Or was that just in this first game? I don't know. Cat's playing like 35 minutes a game.
Okay.
They're all playing 30 plus. Pretty much all of our starters play 30 plus.
Mm-hmm. D'Lo and Ant have looked pretty good offensively. I don't know about defense.
Ants had 2 bad offensive games. The first game of the year he was bad, and that second half the back-to-back against the Spurs he was bad.
Gotcha.
D'Lo's been solid. He's good as our third scoring option, and he throws lobs really well to Gobert. I wish they would stop trying to get cute or stop going to isolation, and they would just run pick and roll, Gobert with D'Lo, and have Jaden, Ant, and Cat all spread out. You have 3 shooters pass to. You have D'Lo's pull up mid range, and you have a lob to Gobert.
You know what sounds
the roll.
wild in my
It'd be
mind?
so easy. You could score on every single play.
I just thought about this.
Right.
What if you just did a Gobert Cat screen top of key with Ant on ball, and you just had Gobert dive to the hoop, and then Cat would fade out for a 3?
You could, but
He doesn't
Ant doesn't
move
have
that
that kind of playmaking yet.
Well, he doesn't need. He just got that explosiveness. He doesn't need to make like.
Yeah, but he's not going to make the right decision necessarily.
Or just put.
I don't
D'Lo
trust
there.
his. Well, exactly. Well, that's what I just said.
Well, yeah, then just put D'Lo there, and you do that double screen both
Exactly.
sides. Because if he goes
Yeah, but then it might
left,
get too clustered.
congested. Yeah, but then that's when they both dive. Full send. 2 7
Both
footers.
dive makes it worse.
2 7
No,
footers are down there
No,
somewhere.
because they've already tried to steal dunks and rebounds from each other and throwing the ball out of bounds. I watched it
true.
happen.
That's
It's
wild.
not fun.
That's wild.
Because then they both just stand there with their hands up like this and
Yeah.
look at each other and go,
So November 13th should be fun then.
That's
oh,
Cavs
yeah.
Timberwolves, right?
We're going to the Cavs Timberwolves game. You guys paid me for that?
I have.
You
Yeah,
have.
I have not.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you last night at
I
Open
don't
Gym
remember
how
how
much
much it
it
is.
was.
I'll text my mom.
All right.
I thought it was 36.
It might be. Something like that. I don't know.
Should probably take
I'm
a
excited.
look at that.
But our teams are both good now, so tickets are expensive. But we will be sure to talk about that in episode 65.
We'll vlog it.
Plan on buying it up.
Let me know how that
in
goes for
Jersey.
That's true. Put it on YouTube.
Let me know how that goes. You
Do-
bring-
and
you
then we
bring
can do
your
a
selfie
halftime
stick?
summary.
I mean, you could try.
Do a halftime summary.
I'm not. You guys can. Let me know how it goes.
Hey, I say,
I'll be watching
talk to Clayton about that because Clayton's also one who's talked about vlogging. So.
Nah,
He
I
might
was
guess.
just throwing it out there. I'm not that into vlogging, so.
I couldn't. do
All
it.
right, here we go.
We're also sitting like at the very top of the stadium, so you wouldn't be able to see anything on the vlog anyway. So
We'll have to vlog the jumbotron.
That's true, but you know how you can get us some money to get better seats for vlogging? Use our code HTS on SeatGeek.
Yes,
I thought you were gonna say talk to Brody, but yeah,
I too.
you can do that.
I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Shout out to Brody. Got us our Justin Turner interview, which you guys have already
Will.
should have already watched both that video.
Yes.
Watch
Oh,
episode.
Click
Wow.
Wow, I am so
Sub
glad I
to?
botched that.
Ring the bells.
Sub, ring the bell, leave a rating. Grab a hot
Bless
take.
you.
You just dabbed on video. You are
I
disgusting.
take back the bless you. You are.
Disgusting
Anything-
with the sneeze and the dab.
Anything else you guys want to talk about in the NBA? Any shout outs you want to
No.
make?
Not really.
Award predictions or anything? I want to shout out Damian Lillard because he's the MVP of the league right now.
Was unfortunately
Dame time.
injured.
That's
Not
unfortunate because Damian Lillard kind of.
That just means Anthony Simons is going to be an easy pick
Yes.
all week for
Yeah.
fantasy.
Yup. Is
Yeah,
he hurt
he's
again?
down for a week or two.
Dang.
Hamstring
He's
strain.
That sucks.
He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Not worried about that.
I also. It's a little salty with Dame. He iced the game against the Lakers.
Oh yeah, it was,
He got the
it was
10.
nasty.
It was 101, 101. He banged the 3, 104, 101. And then I think we tied with a 3.
Hey man, when
And then
it's
104,
Dame time,
104.
it's
And
Dame
then
time.
7 seconds left. We gave up a driving layup to Jeremy Grant.
Yeah.
You know what the worst part is? LeBron and AD were the two involved in defensive play.
Of course.
LeBron was on ball and AD was help side.
Feels bad.
And AD kind of just like jumped around him instead of jumping straight up in the air.
Yeah.
Bro, that was
Don't even get me started on AD. I'm just.
That
He's
was
been
the
good this
first-
year though.
that was
He
the
hung on
first
the rim
thing
for
that-
5 seconds and hurt his back.
Oh, that's the thing.
He hung on the rim, went back down, and went.
But like statistically and defensively, he's been good this year.
Sure. I don't know. I've paid little to no attention to them. All I just keep seeing is
That's
another Laker
Another
loss.
loss.
Another Laker loss. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't win until we're 0-10.
You are beating us tomorrow. Telling you.
Speaking of Hurts' back, did you guys see Zion
No.
Oh, that was so clean.
Haven't met the
It was a clean
Jordan Clarkson absolutely sent. So Zion, classic cockback dunk with his left hand.
Of course.
And Jordan Clarkson out of nowhere. All ball, smacks it, and just Zion pancakes right on the ground. I'm like, that guy.
Right on his spine.
Yeah, right on his back. It was
He's got
not on
enough
his.
cushion.
I was gonna say he's got
He
enough
played
cushion.
for
It was
like
not his
30
spine.
seconds and they took him out for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I think it was.
That's probably.
Did it
He
end up
hasn't
being
played
his
since.
arm or was it his back?
It was his back.
Because I saw one where he was
I
grabbing
was
his
out
arm.
here watching it. It was his back. He landed straight on his back. There
He's
was no
lucky he
arm.
didn't get a concussion.
That's
Like
tough.
low key.
Well, his teammate Brandon Ingram left the game about 15 minutes beforehand with a concussion.
Yeah.
That's well, yeah, they're also built
And then
differently.
CJ McCollum tried
In
to
many ways.
ISO us into the ground against Jerry
Who?
Vanderbilt.
Dude, all I'm gonna say is New Orleans
It's good
still
defender.
looks pretty good.
Yeah, they look
Yeah,
so
the
good.
Pels
That
look
first
really
game,
good.
that first game against the Nets, they looked really.
I
good.
watched them last night. Last night or
Well, their
Wednesday.
starting five is what? When everybody's
You
healthy.
know, last night was Wednesday, right?
Shoot, yeah, that's my bad. Not two. No,
Is
Tuesday
CJ
night I
playing the
got
one
home. We were
in New Orleans?
Who?
Tuesday.
McCollum.
Yeah,
Yeah,
plays the
CJ's the one, and then the two
was gonna say, 'cause
is
Brandon
Brandon-
Ingram.
Is it Ingram?
Is he? Who's playing the three? Obviously, 4 and 5 are Zion and Valanciunas.
Yeah,
Trey Murphy.
yeah. Trey Murphy the
Yeah,
third
he's
or
been
something.
good.
He has been.
He's been good.
I think
He
he's
had,
been starting.
he had 22 the other night.
Herb
then-
Jones plays too. I just don't know
Oh,
if he comes
yeah,
off the
I think
bench or if he
they've
starts.
been starting Herb Jones.
I think they started Devontae Graham in the game I watched because
Second
Zion was out
I forgot
and
about
Brandon
Devontae
Ingram
Graham.
was out,
Oh, so
and
probably
I think they
Devontae
started
at the
Larry
one.
Nance and Devontae, and then McCollum was there,
He
but
was
McCollum was
daily
still ball
fantasy
handling.
darling that 1 year, and he's
the
just
Hornets.
been mid ever since.
Yep. He was
I
like,
feel,
Yeah.
it's low key upsetting, I guess, for him at least.
Well,
Trade
because
to
you-
Utah.
he's a volume shooter. That's the thing. If you
Yeah.
give him a lot of attempts, he's gonna
Especially
get
when
his
he
buckets.
gets warm,
But he
and
doesn't.
gets confident.
He doesn't have that opportunity.
He
He's
looked-
like sixth string shooter on that
Yeah,
team.
he
Ooh,
looked
I
real
think
good
that's
though in the game I
Trade
watched. I
Mike
think it was
Conley for Mike Conley.
they were
for
playing the
Devontae Graham.
Mavs. It was Pels
He's-
Mavs.
Too old for your timeline.
Who?
How old is he?
Devontae Graham. He's got to be 26 now.
Yeah, he's
He's a
26,
bit older.
27.
By the power of Google.
He played at Kansas.
Oh, I'm sure. I don't know. I can't tell
Yeah,
you
he
that.
played it.
I don't know colleges like that.
Oh, we got movement in the group chat.
Yeah.
Not a group chat. Hot takes.
Anything important?
The
He's 27.
Told you. Actually, Isaac told you, technically. He dropped Robbie Anderson?
that man tried to trade Robbie Anderson to me.
He only played 12 snaps in his debut. That's because he hasn't gotten to play yet. That makes sense.
He must have needed a defense. Got Jacksonville.
You served your
They
purpose.
traded
Robert Tonyan.
Dubes for Valdez Scantling. Interesting.
It's true.
Dropped Bobby Tonyan. All right, we don't need to talk about the NFL.
Yeah, I don't need it.
I don't have anything else to talk about. The rookie class has been amazing.
Yes.
Keegan
It's-
Murray, Paulo Banchero, Jabari Smith's putting his shots up. Love it.
Everybody but
What
Chet.
else?
Keegan
So
Murray,
shit, yeah,
Keegan
shit.
Murray looks good. I feel bad. I don't feel bad for Chet because he kind of did that to himself when he's playing that. What was it? A Drew League
He
game?
was
Not
playing the
weekend, Drew
pro
League
am
game.
or something against LeBron.
Drew League or Pro Am game and went to contest LeBron's shot and landed on his foot, all 120 pounds of him, right on that right foot, and he's done for.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Now Carson's out here.
And now they're
trying
just-
to think for Victor.
And now they're trying to just get a taller, more skinnier guy in Victor Wembanyama or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nailed that.
Oh yeah.
Yep, two
Yeah,
skinny
they're
guys
working
on
on
the
it.
court at the same time.
3. They'll play
Dude.
Pokusevski at the 3.
Hey everyone, it's Brady with the Hot Take Sports Podcast. I'd like to take a moment out of this episode to thank the sponsor for today's episode, SeatGeek. Make sure to head on over to SeatGeek for all your ticketing needs, sporting events, concerts, anything else you may need a ticket for. Make sure to use code HTS for $20 off your first purchase. I used it and it saved me a lot of money. My most recent trip to the Browns and Patriots game. Feel free to check it on out and support the podcast.
I think we can wrap it up. I think we're good.
I said, do you have anything to say about the MLB?
No.
Nope.
Is it over yet?
Go Phillies.
Almost.
I was
Phillies
gonna say,
Astros World Series.
just hoping.
Judge to the Dodgers.
Yeah, that.
Mookie Betts to second base.
Yep.
No, Mookie Betts
They
in the
already said
NBA.
What?
Yeah, he was getting a workout this offseason. He was working out with Memphis.
Mookie Betts is too short to go to the NBA.
Mookie Betts was probably just messing around. 'Cause,
Well,
yeah,
yes, he
Mookie
was.
Betts is
Obviously,
definitely short.
you go insane if you just play the one sport for the rest of your life. And he played
Dude.
basketball.
Yeah, that's why we golf.
Dude,
Yeah.
bro owns like 94 perfect games in bowling. Like,
That's
Well, yeah.
crazy.
Because he was in like that celebrity bowling thing
yeah,
that Kevin Hart
he's
does.
an insane bowler.
Yeah, he's
I'm so sad the golfing season's almost over.
I know.
We should go together and get a simulator. You guys should use code HTS so we can buy a simulator.
Yeah, use code HTS on SeatGeek
That'd be so
for $20 off your next
What-
purchase.
That's what we can do.
I'll
in the garage.
gladly.
The
We can put it
simulator.
right here.
We'll put it in the HTS house. We'll put it in the garage.
That's what I just said.
We'll just have Brady keep his car outside with mine. And
Add a second floor, or add a basement, whichever one's cheaper.
you better start digging.
It's not my
The
house.
second.
Gotta talk to the
the
landlord.
I don't-
Gotta talk to the
I mean, the
landlord.
landlords don't have that kind of financials.
I was gonna say, gotta talk to the
Yeah,
landlord.
building the second story. Good luck. Let me know how that goes for you.
Second story's cheaper.
I
It
mean,
could just be.
their
I
idea.
would hope so.
Well, his idea.
It doesn't even need to be like a full. It could just be like a balcony type thing, if you know what
So
I mean.
we just dig
Like
a
it
hole
doesn't need to be a
outside, put it
whole
in there,
enclosed
yeah.
second floor.
We can just use the garage.
Well, yes, but I'm just saying, if you just like built a stairway up to the second flight, like just have a top patio,
I bet hitting net we could put it in the garage.
like a top deck.
Yeah, but that's not a
Then
simulator.
you just.
True.
Well, yeah, but you could still set it outside.
There's a simulator at my workplace.
Yes, there is. I've used it. It's pretty great.
Have you
Yep.
really?
Yeah.
It was fun. What'd you do? Was it just a driving range or?
Yeah, you just hit the ball into the screen, and then you look at the screen, like the TV on the right, and then it tells you how far your ball went or where it went.
How'd you do?
First one was pretty good, actually. It.
Yay!
Yes. It took the whole
Leave it in.
episode.
Leave
It took the whole episode. You could just clip it to the part where
I was
I'm
gonna
like,
say that
where
could
I'm
be
like
the whole
this, and then just
TikTok.
go
It's
right
just
back
Leo
to
and I
it.
mid golf conversation and.
it went well. I think I hit 200 when I was just using a random driver.
And you actually hit it straight.
Yeah, it was fairly straight, and I was impressed. I didn't even think or do anything. I just hit, and
You should do that
then
when you
after
actually
that,
play.
started thinking about it.
I'm
Slicing
gonna
right.
send that to Carson so we can put like the ta-da sound effect afterwards.
Oh yeah, because Carson is doing that now.
Yeah, he
getting
is.
back into the YouTube scene.
It's great.
All right. I
Alright.
told him he could be a guest if he starts editing our stuff.
He doesn't need to edit our stuff. Bring Carson on the podcast. But my due's gone, and so is any content left in this episode.
Yeah.
So
Yes,
That'll wrap it
and
up.
the sunlight.
That's a podcast.
Fade. Oh my God, there's
that's a
another one.
podcast.
You're gonna die like.
Well,
your
we already
friend.
plugged everything. So follow us on social media. Watch the Justin Turner episode.
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.